welcome back to another one of my videos, and today I'll be showing you how I created this layout, which is really bright, fun, and even has a little hint of whimsy. So here you have a look at all the supplies I'll be using. I'll be using this lovely die, which creates this lovely doily die. I'll leave links to that in the comment section as well as on my blog. Just picked out a couple of embellishments, a little bit of paper, a punch. I've got some chipboard as well. And as base, I'm using 2 pattern papers, which I'm going to layer one on top of the other and just cut off all the excess paper. So I'm going to create a layout which has a flow to it, and I'll be using 3 elements to create this flow, and those elements are the doilies. So I'm just placing them in, starting from the bottom and working my way to the top, and not placing them in a straight line, but going like diagonally and then swinging over into another direction. What this does, it just helps the eye flow over the paper. That lovely piece of self-adhesive tape, I'm going to be placing that behind the yellow paper just to add a little bit of color, a bit of sparkle, and also just to ground the page a little bit as well. Here I'm cutting up little banners using leftovers from some pattern paper, the brand strip, and I'm just adding little layers. So I used to do this quite a lot with vellum, layer them one on top of the other, and here I'm just using that very fine tissue paper. So as you can see, I'm just playing around with the elements. I decided to add a little bit of craft. And this is my go-to process. I usually just play around with the elements, pop them here and there, and just see how they look. It doesn't take too long. If it takes too long, I usually just put it away. Going to use some cute little birds, one in the top left-hand corner and the other in the bottom right-hand corner. Yet again, it will guide my eye over the page. So the doilies are placed in such a way that my eye flows over the photo and the title. The birds as well, I will go straightly from one corner to the other, and my eye will just hit the photo and the title as well. So now that I've got all the main elements, I'm just going to add a couple of little embellishments here and there, a little arrow just to draw more attention to the title as well. Going through some of my scraps, here a little label which I'm just going to cut up, and which will be another one of my layers there. As you can see, when I add elements, I try to use the rule of 3s. So if I use craft, I'll try and add 3 craft elements. So I've got the banner in the middle, I've got the little label on the side, and a little label at the top. Same thing with the label sticker. I wanted also to add a little bit more of that self-adhesive tape, so I just cut out a couple of hearts using a punch and also a scalloped circle. So now I'm just playing around with my elements, finishing everything off, and just stapling down the main elements and gluing down all the rest. This part is the easy part. It goes really quickly. What I really loved about this layout is that I used some products from the kits I received, but I also used some older products because I have lots of those lying around. And this self-adhesive tape is really fun to use. I was a bit afraid that I wouldn't be able to use my punch with it, but it worked really well. So there we go, just adding the finishing touches. At the very last, I'll be adding a bit of doodling just to recreate the same pattern which is on the pattern paper just beneath the yellow paper. paper, and then my layout will be finished. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye bye!